Let's look at the new verb ir. So first off, we have already learned
This is
estar, ser, and tener. So I would definitely recommend going back, looking, making sure you know what those mean, and how to conjugate them. If you will go to spellion.com, you can practice those three verbs specifically. Click on present tense and then scroll down to the very bottom. Click on the box next to those words and then tell it personal selection. That is a good place to start. So this is assuming we already have an understanding of how verbs work, all right? So the first thing you need to worry about when it comes to learning about new verbs is what do they mean? So add this to your vocabulary. The verb ir is to go. So we know that yo means I. So if I tell you that voy is the conjugation for yo, then we can put together that yo voy means I go. Or I am going, I do go, am I going, do I go. But the basic translation is I go. We know that tu means you, and I'm telling you the conjugation is vas. So vas means you go. Or you are going, you do go, do you go, are you going? Then we have usted, which is you. So usted va would mean you go. El va, el is he. So el va means he goes or he is going. Ella va means she goes or she does go. Is she going? Nosotros is we. So nosotros vamos means we go. We are going. We do go. Vosotros vais, that is the one that will not be the answer for this chapter, but depending on what your goals are for Spanish, you may still want to work on this. So vosotros means you all, so vosotros vais means you all go. Then ustedes, you know, means you all, so ustedes van means you all go. Ellos and ellas mean they. So van can also mean they go. Now I'm going to remind you we don't have a subject pronoun for it. So if you want to say it is going, that's going to go with va. It goes along with he or she. So let's take a look at these two sentences here. I'm going to the pool. So to say I'm going, you just need to have that memorized. Yo voy. And you guys know you don't have to use the yo. Voy only goes with yo. It'll never go with anybody else. So we understand that voy is I am going. And then to the pool, la piscina. So yo voy a la piscina. I am going to the pool. Then we can say the same thing. I'm going to the restaurant. If I'm saying I'm going, it will be yo voy every time. And again, the yo is optional. To the restaurant, the restaurant is el restaurante. Now, something I want to mention to you. Anytime in English that we would say el for to the, we turn that into a contraction. Al restaurante. So we would never actually say voy a el restaurante. We're going to say voy al restaurante. Just something we do in Spanish. All right, so then that brings us to a new tense. We know how to speak to some degree in the present tense. So we want to start learning about the future. If you think about this, you do this all the time in English. I am going to study. I am going to talk. I am going to breathe. Anything at all that you're going to do later. We're going to use this verb to go. I am going, you are going, we are going. So to speak in the future, you use that verb ir, and then we say the word a, which means to, and then we follow that up with an infinitive. So to say we're going to swim in the pool, we're going, so we is nosotros. And then to say we are going, nosotros vamos. And again, nosotros is optional. And then we always follow it up with a, and then we want the infinitive to swim, nadar. Now, we would never say vamos a nadamos, because that would mean we are going to we swim. That doesn't make sense. We are going to swim. We only need one conjugated verb, and we've got it right here. So we are going to swim in and the pool, la piscina. Let's look at this one. They're going to go to the restaurant. So they're going, they is ellos, and ellos van. So they are going, ellos van. The ellos is optional. They are going to go. We always follow it up with a. And then to say to go, that's our new verb. Van a ir. They are going to go. And then to the restaurant. Al restaurante. So I just got that right from there. And then this third one. Hey guys. Remy, can you please, or Abel, can you please take her out to the living room? All right, are you going to speak Spanish? Are you going to speak Spanish? This one's a little more complicated. Remember, to ask a question, you actually can just say, Abel, shh. You actually can just say a sentence. You are going to speak Spanish. So if I want to say you are going to vas, always follow with a, to speak, hablar. And then you are going to speak Spanish, español. Now, if you put a period on the end of that, tú vas a hablar español. You are going to speak Spanish. Say it like a question. Tú vas a hablar español. Go up with your voice there. Put question marks around it. It's a question. It's a beautiful thing. So if you can say a sentence in Spanish, you can also say a question. Now, something that's also very common is to switch your subject and your verb. So you can say, vas tú hablar español. And again, say it like a question, vas tú hablar español? And go up at the end there, and it's a question. So that is how you use the verb ir. Keep in mind, in Voces, there are lots of other resources that I haven't assigned to you. If you go into your table of contents, and then I think click on videos, there will be a video that goes over some of this information. Also, YouTube is your friend. If you'll just search Spanish verb ir, there I'm sure are plenty of people out there explaining exactly what I just went over, maybe in different ways. So, research it. Send me emails if you're confused. I'm on Zoom every day right around 10 o'clock. If you haven't signed up for the Remind emails yet or the Remind text yet, do that. The instructions are on the week of March, I want to say March 16th. Yeah, the week of March 16th. Check in there, get in there, shoot me emails if you're confused. You definitely can handle this, make it happen. This should absolutely be a very successful quarter for you.